In a teleconference with governors Monday, President Trump took a hard line, calling the governors weak and urging them to dominate protesters.
New York is going to have to toughen up, and we'll send you National Guard if you want. You have the largest police force in the country, 40,000 people, I understand. But what's going on in New York is terrible.
This after a weekend of tweets where President Trump called Antifa and radical leftists the source behind the protest.
No justice! No peace!
All but ignoring the largely peaceful and passionate demands for change. It was a sharp contrast to presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden, who this weekend attended a protest in his hometown of Wilmington, Delaware, then spent Monday morning taking notes and some heat from community leaders gathered at a Delaware church, sharing their perspective on recent events.
We've had so many programs, but the programs have not worked to the level that we need to see.
The hard work of building authentic relationships between police and a community.
He then hosted a virtual roundtable discussion with Democratic mayors from across the country. The contrast between the vice president's response to the protest and the president's have become somewhat of a political football, with some saying the president's tweets only further the division.
He should just stop talking. This is like Charlottesville all over again.
While some say he should be quiet, others have accused President Trump of being too quiet by not addressing the nation directly about this weekend's events. His campaign says the president did speak about the protest Saturday after the launch of the NASA SpaceX rocket from the Kennedy Space Center.
The death of George Floyd on the streets of Minneapolis was a grave tragedy, and I stand before you in firm opposition to anyone exploiting this tragedy to loot, rob, attack, and menace.
Amber Strong, Newsy, Northern Virginia.